Hello everyone. So this is episode 2 of my HTML guide, and today we'll be doing a lot on videos, pictures, and lists. So let's get started. First, we will talk about pictures. So get your VS Code up, and let's get our file where your index.html is located. And then get your picture. So my picture is gonna be you're gonna either drag or copy and paste it. And we're gonna have our chill guy picture, so you can have it here. This is my chill guy. Uh, yeah, I'll show you here. So to actually implement a picture, you're gonna make a body tag. So what we're gonna want to have is a tag called image, and we're gonna have a source tag. So inside here, we're gonna have the name of our picture. So in my case, it's chillguy.png. Cool. And as you can see, we have chill guy here, looking very nice. And yep. And to actually close it, we want to close it with right arrow. So then we can also say if we have multiple pictures and we want to have multiple pictures. So what you guys will want to do is you want to get your File Explorer tab, your downloads where you had your index file and your chill guy file, and say if you wanted to have a folder with all your pictures just in case, because I'm guessing with your website you can have multiple pictures and you want to have it a bit more organized. So what you'll do is you'll right click and you're going to press new and you're going to press folder, and you're going to say call it images, enter, and we can drag chill guy into images. So we got that sorted out, and then as you can see it'll be deleted, you can't see it, but this is where we're gonna have to add our file path in. So what we'll do now is we'll do slash image, and you do image and then you press chillguy.png, and as you can see now we got our chill guy. So now that we got our chill guy, we can kind of use it how we want and we can scale it however we want, and it's going to be scaled like this. You can put height or width. I'll show you how to do width in a second. And the height is basically scaled by how many pixels. So if you want to do pixels wise, let's say you want it 300. So now he's a big chill guy. Yeah. And then if you want to add width, you can add width, and let's say we want our width to be 250. Actually, let's do 600. Yeah, look at our chill guy now. He's very, very wide. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep mine as just height. And then say where we have like a person that's using a website and let's say he's visually impaired. So what we can do in that case is we can add another function inside our image tag, and it's called the alt. And inside the alt we can say this is a chill guy. And then if we go across, it'll say this is a chill guy. And what this basically does is that, say someone is blind, I guess, and they got a feature where whenever they hover over something, it will just say what it is. So in this case, we'll have this is a chill guy, as we'll say out loud. We can also, in that case, say add like a description every time we hover over it. What we'll do in that case is we'll have, actually let's keep that part. We'll do and then we'll also have another one called title again. And what this basically does is when I say I am a chill guy. So now when we boom go over here, it says I am a chill guy. So now that we got that done, we can do this. So we can do a tags, and we can go like this, and we can close the a tags here. Okay, cool. So we've got a tag, and inside that a tag we can put href, and this will basically give our picture a hyperlink. So now that we got our href tag, we can go inside here. We can say we want our picture to take us to Google. Yes, cool. So we've done our https.google, and now if we close this part, get rid of this part, and here we have our hey chill guy picture, and you see if I am about to click it, it will take me to google.com. So we got our picture done, cool. We can now move on to a video of our liking. So in my case, I'm just gonna do a timer. So we can talk about having a video tag. Next, what we want to do is we're gonna get our file explorer again. And what we're gonna do with our file explorer, we're gonna get our index.html file, and we're gonna copy and paste or drag your preferred video. So my one's gonna be just a timer with a bit of a soundtrack in the back. We can have it out here, or we can put it in our images folder. And let me show you how we do this. So now that we got our MP4 file in there, we can now say src equals, and we'll do the name of our MP4 file. So my one is arcade.mp4. Cool. It's pretty nice, but we can't really do anything with it. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna first of all make it actually a good enough width. We'll do it 350. And then to actually use the video, because right now it's technically just a picture, so we don't really want that. So we can just give it some Boolean controls. So we can call it controls, and now we can actually control our little arcade. And we can do other things, do autoplay. So autoplay will be, so we've got controls, we can control whatever we want here. Cool, that's very nice. And then if we also have, say, muted, this will basically, before the video starts, it's going to be muted. So, and then if you want to change it, you can increase the volume, decrease the volume, however you wish. My one doesn't have volume, but if your MP4 file does, then it'll change. And then lastly, what we can have here is we can have loop. And what loop basically does, instead of autoplay where it just autoplays like you saw just now, if we go to the end, so 8656, yep, there you go. And that's basically all the Boolean functions that you can actually use. But I want to show you guys one more thing, another SRC. And what we're going to want inside here is we're going to put our arcade one. And if we want to say the website that you're making, and the person that's trying to access your website, their website browser does not allow you to play MP4s. So what we can do here is we can do multiple different sources. So our main one will be the MP4 file, and our next one can be a, let's say we want arcade again. So arcade, but instead of an MP4 this time, it can be a WebM file. And it does the same thing. It's literally just a different source so that your website can handle wherever the user's website is. So, on our last topic, we're going to do some lists. So what we can do here is we can do a p tag. I can say here, I am the best. Cool. And let's copy and paste this 10 times. How much is that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now that we've got this, we can now kind of play with our text, and I'll show you some formatting functions. So we got our I am the best p tag, and that's just normal. So we can also introduce our other tags. So I'll introduce you the b tag, and what this basically does is make it a bold part where I am the best, and as you can see, it makes it the best. And our next one we can turn into an italic, so we can just go like this, italic, and we can say the best. And as you can see, the best is italic. And the next one is big, and basically what it basically just makes it into the big format. So this one, and we can say the. It's red because that's just how the format is. Don't worry, nothing's wrong. And as you can see, it's in the big format. So next one is small, I'm pretty sure. So as the name suggests, it's literally small. And as you can see, it's pretty small. And then the next one, we can say subscript, so it will just be sub. And as you can see here, it's kind of, when you talk about logarithms, it's on the base, so that's pretty nice. And then you can say superscript as well, so you can go sup and and that's like having an exponential part, so to the power of something. Then you can say inserted, so this would be literally just for things like underlining, so you can go bam, and it's nicely underlined. Then we can talk about deleting, and this is just like a cross, so if you have like a tally and you want to cross stuff out in your daily to-do list, you can add the del function. And then lastly, we can have the mark function, and that's basically just highlighting the word inside the thing. So we can say the, and as you can see, it's highlighted. And that's pretty much all of the text formatting features that you want to use, and pretty much the only ones you need to know. But yeah, now we can talk about lists. So let's get rid of this. So we can first talk about unordered lists, and this is where we have a inside our body tag, of course. We're gonna have a UL, so unordered UL, and what we're gonna have in here is, say, it's just like a bullet point list, and you can have li. Inside here we can probably put like computer parts, so we can say GPU, and if we copy and paste this, we can say CPU, and inside here we can say SSD. Here we just have the bullet pointed lists, and it's pretty simple, where the UL stands for the unordered list and this is just the link tag. Now we can add a ordered list, and this is basically just, let me show you. So say if we want a order list, we just do OL, and let me just put them like this. And you can also have the L tags again. Do skincare, and then we can do it again. Then you can do, for example, brush teeth, and then you can have go to bed. Oh, and as you can see here, we got our order list, and that's what OL stands for, as you can see here, with the list tags. And inside the ordered list, you can go inside the OL tag, and you say type. And say if you want to have, instead of 1, 2, 3, you want to have A, B, C, D. So you can just do that, and you can make it lowercase if you want. So now we can go onto our third list, and we'll go into sublists after, but for now we'll do our third list, which is a descriptive list. So to make a descriptive list, we're going to do our DL tags, of course, because we're going to have to say what type of tag is. And then inside our DL tags, we have two different things. We can have a DT tag and a DD tag. And basically what a DT tag is, descriptive term tag, and what DD tag is a descriptive definition tag. And it's probably better I just show you guys what it is than me actually explaining it, but it's kind of like a title with description, and that's pretty much it. It's not, you'll get it once you see what I'm talking about. So we say GPU, and if you do a DD tag underneath it, this is the CPU's coprocessor. Cool. So that's what it basically does. We can add another one if you want. Let's do this again, and we can say case, or actually we'll do SSD because everyone knows what an SSD is. And so solid state drive, and this stores all your data on your computer. That's pretty nice. As you can see, we got our DT tag and our DD tag, and you can do as many as you want depending on what you want to do. That's pretty much all you need to know about lists, and we can we can talk about sublists. So if I delete this, so it's even more easy to understand. And how we do this is basically we indent again and we add another UL tag. And what does it basically do? After you add the UL tag, you add another list tag, list. It has to have a 7,000 plus read and write speed. Read/write speed. Makes sense. And if you can do CPU, if I copy and paste this, that looks a bit disorientated, but it has a clock speed of 5.0 gigahertz. Cool. And that's basically what a sublist does. It says the main list item and you can put a sublist inside it. And that's pretty much it for this episode. It was pretty basic again, but it's very good to know all of this stuff just because it's the basics, and especially when you want to use CSS and other stuff to make it even more nice, it's good to know all of this. So comment cookie if you've been watching since the end, and make sure to like and subscribe if you guys haven't already to help me out a bit. And I'll see you guys in episode 3 where we will be getting even better at HTML.